Hello everybody. Welcome back to the map making series. And yeah, it's been a while. I will explain what has been happening, why I haven't been working on the map, and well, I really have been working on the map, but I have not been releasing episodes for specific reasons. In case you don't know what this is my map making series. Because since I released my first episode, I've actually gained quite a lot of subscribers. So if you're new to this, you do not have to go and start from the beginning of the series watching the first episode. Let me just explain. This is my map making series. I create adventure maps. I have a passion for creating maps, and I do a lot of map making techniques and stuff. So how to get, let's say, custom mobs or things to work with command blocks, in case you're interested in that or don't know really how to do that kind of stuff. I kind of show you the process in how to do that, and also at the same time I implement all that stuff into a custom map. So right now we're going to be working on my adventure map. And for those of you who have been watching, you've seen all 4 episodes. A lot of things have changed. This does not even look like the original map that I even started on, and it's not. Here's the thing. This map you see here, I created well over a year ago, and I found it again in one of my save files somewhere. Somewhere on my computer, I found it. I thought, hey, this medieval village town is already built for me. Why don't I just take it and build my map on it? And yeah, what I was doing in the last 4 episodes was I was kind of just building the towns and stuff like that. Of course, implementing some stuff such as custom villagers and stuff. But yeah, that didn't really work out so well. And well, it kind of did. It was going well, but I mean, this is just so much easier. We already have the town built. Maybe I'll do a little bit to her. Well, you can kind of see it. So this is just going to start as our first town, our first medieval town. And we will go from here and continue building the map. Trust me, it'll be a lot easier. So basically why I wasn't releasing episodes was I kind of lost my inspiration. So let me demonstrate something. Let me go. Don't break the crop. Game mode 2. In adventure mode, which you will be in for this adventure map so that you can't do survival stuff. One of the objectives for my map is gathering wheat. Now, obviously there's crazy amounts of wheat fields around here. I do not want you gathering them like that. So in adventure mode, you can break wheat though. I can't stop you from doing that. However, using /game rule do tile drops false, you will not collect the wheat that is broken. So doing that bypasses people breaking the wheat, which is, I didn't want you breaking the wheat. I had a spawner, either you'll remember or you'll understand this. Now, I had a spawner spawning wheat in the wheat fields, so basically I wanted you to run around, pick up that wheat, and then you could sell it for emeralds. So I thought that was a pretty cool aimless task, really, for you to do. That kind of got broken, like, until I realized about the dew tiles drops thing. So yeah, basically that kind of put me off. I was just kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks. They can get at my whole idea for a money system, or for getting money is kind of broken. That kind of sucks. Of course, you can get money other ways. There's going to be many ways to get money. So that kind of put me off. Also, I just kind of lost my inspiration for building, really. I think this medieval style looks really good. The medieval style that I was working on looked really good. But I was just not really in the mood. I just didn't really ever get in the mood for just building houses aimlessly, like I was apparently in the mood to build this. So anyways, this is what it's going to be. I'm going to be building on this map. There's many houses. There's a blacksmith, a bakery, a church and a general store here. I can have my custom villager shops in those, and then aimless houses, which I will have aimless, fun little tidbit thingies that you can do during the map. This is the mayor's house, by the way. The rest are just random houses. Yeah. Oh, and windmills. Those aren't specific for anything, really. Anyways, yeah, they're not intended for anything. Alright, so enough about what this series is about, how I'm going to be running the map and stuff like that. I've been ranting for too long. We're going to start getting into some map making today. So, you've probably noticed these new hay bales. Very cool, love them. What used to be here was yellow wool. I used to use yellow wool for... Ooh, where is yellow wool? There we go. I used to use yellow wool for my hay. So I mentioned I haven't... Or I kind of have been working on the map. I've been working on this map a little bit. I've been changing the yellow wool to hay blocks and stuff. I've been doing some other stuff. Adding these chests, adding some decoration. And, yeah. So I have been doing a little bit. I've actually started to add some kind of hidden things that, because in my map making series, I'm not going to show you everything. I'm not going to show you how to beat certain challenges. I'm not going to show you stuff. I'm not going to show you everything. Even if you watch this map making series and then play the map, you will not have things spoiled. I'm just going to be showing you map making techniques, custom villagers, custom mobs, mob spawning, different kind of ideas I have. And that's what I'm going to be showing you right now, the ideas. Now, I really want your guys' opinion on what I'm about to show you, because it is definitely different. So I had this idea for having, because, you know, I've got a whole medieval theme. I had this idea for having, like, custom names for things and making things more realistic. So, as I said, very different. We have leather boots. Well, those are the regular name. But we have leather greaves, leather tunic, and leather coif. To basically, what I'm doing is being realistic. The kind of armor you would wear in the medieval times would be like a leather coif. You would have, you know, a leather tunic. And, you know, leather is kind of a bad example. Let me progress. So this is the iron section here. So we have iron sword. So basically I renamed stone sword to iron sword. Because you'd have iron stuff, you would have steel stuff. So you have mail coif, mail hauberk, mail leggings, and mail boots. Because historically speaking, chainmail was only a length of chain. It was not the whole armor. And a chainmail helmet is also rather inaccurate. Mail coif would be literally a mail coif. Google it. Look it up. Google Images will show you a picture. Mail hauberk, the same. Will pull you up basically what Minecraft is showing here with this item. So mail leggings. See, there's not really mail leggings. Mail leggings and the hauberk would be combined together. They'd be attached together. And it just kind of... Yeah, you just kind of wear it like that. And again, no such thing as mail boots. You'd be wearing leather or plated boots. But still, just ignore that. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and leave that. Again, this is only an idea. I want your guys' opinion on this. I do not have to stick with, you know, my idea of mail boots. I can go with regular chainmail. I can go with stone swords. I do like the idea of having iron sword. And then, you know, this is going to be all steel. So steel sword, steel helm, steel chest plate, steel greaves, and steel boots. Again, you probably noticed I changed. It could be steel leg plates or steel greaves. That's just kind of a different idea. So originally my plan is still to have different villages. They're all going to be medieval. I planned on having like a, you know, a Nordic style city and maybe like an Egyptian style. And they'd each have different equipment. So one place would be selling leather equipment. The next would be chainmail equipment and stone swords. And the next place would be iron swords and stuff like that. Iron armor. I'm still going to go with that. The first shop is going to sell... Well, I'll talk about that a little bit. So the first shop here, actually, let me just show you this now. This is going to be the first shop. It's going to sell, whether I keep these names or not, it's going to be stone sword and chainmail stuff. The next place is going to be all iron and iron gear. And the third place is going to be different. Now, for diamond, I did rename all the diamond stuff. This is not going to stick. This is just an idea again. First item is a crystal blade. So I was thinking of adding sort of like a lore to my world, quote unquote. So like the blade is made of crystal, or have some sort of lore about this is actually a steel sword forged with some sort of like crystal coating or something like that, magical thing. Or, you know, the material it's made out of is, if you're familiar with Game of Thrones, Valyrian steel. That's like the best material to make weapons out of and stuff. So yeah, I kind of wanted to add to lore like that, like Valyrian steel sword. For the helm, I was thinking about some sort of like ice theme, so like frozen helm. And this is actually a reference to something, frozen helm and frosted plate. The ice on this armor never seems to melt. If you get that reference, high five to you. So I was thinking it's steel, only it's coated in some sort of magical ice. That would be pretty cool. Then I was thinking of rune plate legs, kind of RuneScape reference. Like rune being super magical material or something. Or it could be mithril, like as in Lord of the Rings. Mithril armor, because it is, you know, kind of blue after all. And then I have regular diamond boots. I could just stick with diamond boots. Also with the whole coloring of the items, it looks really cool with like the gray for the male boots, but you know, the darker colors is just kind of annoying and hard to read. So I might change that up. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I really want your guys' opinion on this. But anyways, nevertheless, this is going to be your starting equipment. You start with leather. You can get leather from mob drops. So zombies are going to be wearing pieces of leather with chances of them dropping it. And you can't buy leather though. This is what you can buy at first. So iron and this stuff. So wooden swords are just too weak. They break too fast for them to even be considered to be sold or used, really. That's also a kind of idea problem that I had. With the first map, I had leather and wood, and you would have to constantly, you know, buy wooden swords because they were way too weak, and yeah, they'd break too fast. Last but not least, before we actually get onto some map making, this is another thing that I was kind of waiting for. In the 1.6 update, attributes were added. So you can probably guess what's in here. But I definitely want to incorporate some stuff into the map making like this. So zombies and other mobs are going to have chances of dropping some gear. And this is the kind of gear that I want, you know, a few of them to have to give you a random thing. So, leather boots with +1 attack. And I'll explain how I got all this writing and stuff later. Gives you an extra kick. That's kind of a pun. Kick because it's a boot. And you get +1 attack damage. So randomly, these are regular leather boots. They're just as good as these leather boots. Just as good durability, just as good armor protection rating. However, it is a rare drop that a zombie or a skeleton will drop them randomly. Like maybe 1 in 10 will have this kind of extra bonus thing. And if you get it, consider yourself lucky. You have +1 attack damage. That'll be just a little bit of a bonus. So if you have a stone sword, you're going to be attacking as if you had an iron sword, is basically what the +1's going to do you. So that is pretty cool. I definitely want to incorporate these attributes. /toggle downfall. And I have a leather boots plus 50% speed, so slightly faster. Again, you're not going to be able to buy any of these. These are rare drops. It's going to be pretty cool. You're kind of lucky if you get it. So slightly faster, you've got slightly faster speed. Now let me actually demonstrate this. So let me make a backup of them. If you hold an item, you're going to get the effect as well as if you wear it. So you'll notice it's not going to be very significant. This is me running. Put on the boots. This is me running. 50% faster, not incredibly noticeable. You can see the FOV, what is it called? Field of view, FOV. is increased, so you can tell that way. But yeah, so speed boots, pretty cool. You'll be able to find them in dungeons. I'm gonna make it so that you can find them in dungeons. You can get them off mobs. Cool stuff like that. You can also increase people's health. So rare armor, such as chest plates or helms, why not, are going to increase your maximum health by 1 or 2 HP, possibly. That would be pretty cool. And yeah, so attributes are an alternate to using enchants, and also they can be rather useful. So I didn't want to load up my random rare loot drops with a bunch of enchantments, like protection 2 and then a bunch of enchantments. I didn't really want that. I wanted regular basic armor, so it's got like without the glowing effect, because I don't really like the glowing effect. Of course I can live with it. I enchant my armor on my Let's Play and everything, regular survival Minecraft. But this way, you just have literally regular leather boots, slightly faster. Maybe they've got extra padding so you can walk faster. Maybe this has a steel toe. Whatever, not extra protection and stuff like that. And I find attributes are just pretty cool, a lot useful, more useful, whatever. I hope they add a lot more. I definitely want to see more attributes. But the speed thing you can't even possibly do without having a potion effect. So it's an alternate to a potion effect. It can stack with potion effects too. If you have speed 2 and 50% speed boots, you'll be going quite fast. And again, you don't have the whole enchantment things. Of course, you will be able to get enchants in this. So like at the church, you're going to be able to buy books such as, the pastor's going to give you smite books to smite the undead, kill the undead. That's kind of like a holy thing to do, is kill the undeads. It's kind of church related. Not really in real life, but I mean in the medieval times and stereotypical medieval times. You had the paladin order, which didn't exist actually, but like in video games and stuff, there's like paladins that smite the undead. They're all holy and stuff like that. So yeah, that's something to be carried on. You're gonna have so smite books you can buy from the pastor. I can also have potions of regeneration and health and stuff like that you can buy from the pastor and stuff like that. General store, not sure what it's gonna sell. Blacksmith, what it's gonna sell. Maybe I'll also have them sell sharpness books. And with the levels that you get from fighting mobs, you can take them and you can use the blacksmith anvil. That's just convenient like that. Until the anvil breaks, of course. But by then you're probably at the next village by then where there's a new anvil. And last but not least, we have the baker. There's some bread cooking here at the moment. So this is a bakery. It's gonna sell your food. You're gonna have to buy your own food. I'm not giving you like a stack of food or something or anything. You're gonna start with some food, I'm sure. But we're gonna be creating the baker today. We're also gonna be setting up the first quest again with the spawners and such. There's gonna be wheat spawning all around here, which you can gather for the money. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be changing some few things up. I'm not sure if I like. That's probably better. Yeah, I'm gonna be changing a few things up with the quests and stuff like that, and the NPCs and stuff like that. But it's definitely gonna be all good. It's definitely gonna be good fun. Right. So I'm truly sorry for ranting on for the last, I don't know, probably half an hour. It's probably been half an hour already. I'm not even gonna have anything to show you guys. But anyways, I'm gonna make this episode as long as needs be, because I want to continue this map making series. And so no more ranting, we're going to create an NPC. Right now, I will show you. So, to create it, I'm using MC Edit and filters created by a guy named Seth Bling. Links in description below to everything. To the music that's playing at the moment, when I input it during editing, to the filters I use, to MC Edit, to the mods that I use. I use single player commands, which is world edit, just to modify the terrain and do a lot of things. You will not need mods to play this map. Of course not. It's completely vanilla. It's just I use World Edit to modify terrain and stuff a lot easier. Yeah, so to create an NPC, let's... it doesn't really matter where the chest goes. Or how it faces. So we're going to have an NPC here. It's going to be the baker. So let's get out some emeralds. Emerald. And some food. At this place, I already kind of planned it out. You're going to have breaded related stuff. This village is all themed as, you know, wheat. There's wheat here. Bread comes from wheat. Cookies come from wheat. Cakes come from wheat. It's all... What is the word I'm trying to think of? Not dairy. I keep thinking dairy. It's not dairy. It's the other one. I'm thinking of the food groups, by the way. Whatever it is. Breads, wheat, whatever. Grains. Grains. That's the word. Grains. So it's all grains in this town. Next town, it's going to be meat, because meat is better. Towns are upgraded of each other. Yeah, you get it. So in the top slot here, you put the first item that is required for the trade. In the second slot, if there is a second item that's required, you put it there. And then in the third slot, you put what you get for trading. So you want 16 bread, you give 3 emeralds. Is that fair? I'm going to say 2 emeralds. 1 emerald for a cake. Stack of 64 cookies. 5 emeralds? I'm not sure what is better, cookies or bread. So I'm going to look that up really quickly, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Alright, so let me explain. 6 cookies are slightly better than 1 piece of bread. However, they're kind of annoying to eat. You're going to have to eat cookies way more frequent. However, according to the wiki, according to how much they heal per hunger and the saturation value they give and all that stuff, you can go read about it on the wiki. It's actually 5 cookies are going to be slightly better than bread. 6th cookie is just going to make it a little bit better. So, let's say 8 bread. 8 times 6. Why did I put myself in this position? Let me bring up the calculator. I'm good at math. I swear. 8 times 6. It's like something like 56 or something. 48. Never mind. So 48 cookies. Done. So, to buy the cookies is slightly better. However, you're going to have to eat them more frequent. So, it's up to you. Buying a cake is absolutely not worth it, even in the slightest. The only thing is you can throw it down. You can eat it really fast. It is not very good. You cannot stack cakes, which is unfortunate. So there's no way I can make cakes be equal to cookies or bread. So you can buy it for fun if you really want. It's only 1 coin. And I don't want the thing. I don't want this person just selling bread and cookies. Like, come on, right? I also want to do something that, just for decoration, that I had on my old world. So, here we go. Bread, cookies, cake. Just for decoration. So let's look at it on the outside. In addition, boom, free cake. You're welcome. Yeah, so you can right click, you can talk to the person. Boom, emeralds, cake, whatever. I also wanted... Let me think. Right. I remember I had a use for it. For a general store. You're going to be able to buy buckets at the general store. Not in this village. Now, here's the thing. To get money, you can either kill mobs or you can do monetary, basic, whatever, boring kind of tasks. So in another village where I mentioned it would have all meat-related food place, there's going to be a patch of cows, which you can even kill the cows as a quest, or you can milk them if you get buckets from this general store here. Get the buckets here, go milk them there, bring the buckets here, sell money. It's very, you know, running around and stuff, but it's a good way of making money. So you can buy buckets at the general store. It's not going to be 16, of course. But to earn yourself some money, milk. Let's give you 1 bucket of milk for 2 emeralds. 1 emerald for 1 bucket of milk at the general store. Sound good? I like that. Again, please tell me what you guys think of the ideas that I'm putting down. You guys are going to be playing the map after all. Of course I will too, but I'm mostly making it. And yeah, I definitely want to hear what you guys think about this. Do you guys absolutely hate the idea of doing monetary tasks? Or, like, I'm making kind of like a Legend of Zelda style map. I've not played all the games. I've only played part of a few of them. But I definitely get the idea of RPG and stuff like that. So I'm basically making an RPG map. And I know you do monetary tasks. Do you absolutely hate them and you really don't want to do that? Tell me about it. If you think that's very RPG-like, very cool, you like it, tell me as well. And I'll keep the kind of stuff. I'll keep going with the flow that I'm going with. Yep, that needs to be there. Okay. Very nice. So that is the first person. Now there's going to be a few more things we're going to do to this person. First thing, we're going to have to give her a name. Yes, it's a her. This is not a... I just realized. Oh. A female baker. I mean, this... Of course there's male bakers. Kind of the stereotype is a male baker. But I don't know. I just picture... If there's going to be a female in this world, it's going to be a baker. Now, I realized... I might get some hate for being sexist. I just kind of realized that. Not being sexist. It's just... Yeah, I'm not saying women belong in... Where's the name tag? I'm not saying women belong in the kitchen or anything like that. It's not what I'm saying by saying this statement. I'm just saying... Would she run a general store, maybe? No. This is the mayor's house. Would she be a mayor? Would she be a blacksmith? Would she be a priest? Not likely. And I'm not going to have no women. Come on, no women? What kind of world would that be? Yeesh. And again, all the NPCs, there's no women or non-women. They're all the same gender, really. It's kind of weird. But I'm going to give this a female name. It's basically what I'm trying to get at. So please no hate for being sexist or anything. Because I'm not sexist. I love women. So, there. Anyways. So she can have a female name. Again, I can always change this. I can always change the NPC. For now, it's going to be a Miss Tuffet. Or Muffet. What is a Tuffet? It's a Muffet. Miss Muffin? Miss Muffin. No, Muffet. Muffin because it's kind of like muffin. Miss Muffin. I like it. So, yeah, that's her name, Miss Muffet. Sat on her tuffet. And that better not be copyrighted. We're also going to have a random skull there. No, I'm just kidding. Doesn't even make any sense. Just a random skull. That would be quite weird. Yeah. Again, I'm going to stop ranting. I've been ranting way too much. So, once she spawned in, I'm going to name her Miss Muffet. And she's the female. I'll have random female other characters running around. Again, I want to add kind of lore to my world. Just random tidbits here and there about just random whatever. Like, what I really mean by that is possibly have a tavern where you could talk to old people. And they're like, oh, here's some sort of legend that happened. And then you go to a dungeon. And it's all like, ha, I solved the mystery of the ancient dragon curse. Or something like that. Again, I don't know. At the moment, I do not know. So, yeah, I'm going to stop ranting and mumbling and what I've been doing. I just want to really quickly see something. Can I put my item frame on here? No, I can't. If this all wasn't there. No problem. Thought that'd be pretty cool. It just hangs down there. Anyways, let's do this. Into MC Edit we go. Alright, here we are in MC Edit getting like 5 frames. Garbage. MC Edit's not a very good program to run on. So here we go. How to do this is download the filter in the description below. Create shops, I believe it's called. So, yep, locate the chest. Here's the chest. Chest contains 5 items, mostly milk. Mostly milk. Right. So I'm going to click on it once, and then click on it again. That selects it. Click on filters. Add attributes. Then you do create shops. That's what it's called. Create shops. Now, using create shops, you can do the profession, which is going to be a butcher, white apron, just like a baker. Come on, right? They have like the apron, whole apron thing. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Add unusable trade. Yes, what that does is makes it so that there's a trade that you cannot do. You know when you trade with a villager, the last trade, you trade it and then it'll get another trade. I don't want that. Invincible trader, or villager, sorry, as well, and unlimited trades. All these checked, so this person is going to be invincible, so you can't kill them, and they're going to have unlimited trades. So that you can trade with them food infinitely. So that's pretty cool. Then you're going to click filter. Very nice. Then I'm going to go and select it. Again, I'm just selecting the person because I'm applying add potion effects to mob. So I'm going to give them slowness. No mob effect. This might not even work. But I want to give them slowness 7 with a duration of 9. I want them just infinitely frozen, you know, like they're going to have slowness 7. They're never going to ever move. Oh, I might have added too many 9s. Oh dear, I did add too many 9s, didn't I? Huh. Interesting. Come on. Oh dear. So I kind of messed that up and put way too many 9s, and then MC8 crashed. But it's okay. I redid it all. Got it working. So here's the villager. Looks like they're not moving, so I do believe this slowness worked. You don't look female? Nothing I can do about that. Sorry. Please add female villagers. Not Notch. Jeb. Dinnerbone. Anyways, so what we have, 1 emerald for 8 bread. Here you go. 1 emerald for 48 cookies. Slightly better of a trade, but not really. Depends on your preference. 1 emerald for 1 cake. Completely useless. 1 milk for 2 emeralds. And tile.null.name. So this is the unusable trade. There's no way you can't get this item. And you can't get this item. So he's never going to generate... She is never ever going to generate another trade, right? Correct? Never ever going to create another trade. You're not going to get like flint or something, or I don't know. Yeah, probably not gonna. You totally just shattered my hopes. I thought you weren't moving because of the speed buff. No, or a slow buff. Why doesn't the slowness do anything? Not cool. Anyways, the real reason we want to do that is not for this guy. This guy, what is he going to give? This girl is like other just food options. But for things like the blacksmith can potentially have a trade, for example, an axe. And you can, of course, get that because you can get emeralds. And then chop down some wood and create tools. And because how am I going to make you stationary? Well, I know a way of making you stationary. I was just hoping the slowness effect would keep you stationary. But I'll put you in a, what is it called? A boat later. Yeah, the nippy stuff. But anyways, yeah, for the blacksmith, potentially you could get an axe. And then if you buy that, you can chop down these logs. And then you can act like survival. Because in adventure mode, you can actually... mine stuff if you have the appropriate tool. If you have an axe, you can chop wood. You can't punch it though. And if you have stone, you can... If you have a pickaxe, you can mine stone. And yeah, so that's kind of annoying, but they can do that. So yeah, I don't want them getting potentially an axe trade and then cheating. Yeah, so anyways, Miss Muffet, boom. Shift. What? Why can't I name you? I'm gonna have to use MC Edit to name you Miss Muffet. It's not cool. Anyways, so what I'm gonna have to do is I can show you right now. To get this person to just stay stationary and not move. I did a tutorial on this a while ago. But, not that it's incredibly useful. But if I get this boat here, if I get it how I want it, Oh, hello, villager. I can't quite get him in the boat, but here's what I'm gonna do. If I can get him, if I get him above the boat, I can use stack entities filter. I can essentially stack the villager so he's stuck inside of this boat, and he won't move. That's kind of a derpy way to do that. Maybe there's a different way to do it, but for now, that's how I'm gonna do it, just to keep you stationary. So yeah, let me quickly show you exactly what I mean in just a minute when I get it ready. Okay, so what I'm trying to get at is I have this villager here. He's above the boat here. And so I'm going to go into MC Edit and combine them using another filter. Here we go in MC Edit. So I'm just going to highlight. Now I got to be careful because these are entities here. I can't get them selected. Those are the picture frames and stuff. Those are considered entities. So let me just select them like this. But one that's not selecting them. I need to make sure the villager and the minecart are selected, otherwise it's gonna seriously derp. Basically, what it's gonna do is make the villager ride the minecart. He's stuck in it forever until you break the minecart. Which I just realized you can break the minecart. Darn it. Well, I'm going to just do it for now. Let's see. Filter. It's called Stack Entities Filter. There we go. Filter. Save. Done. If you have another way, I seriously need another way to make this guy stay. If you do have another way, please tell me in the comment section below. I will totally do it. And, yeah, basically, I just want this person to stay still without surrounding him in blocks. And caging him, essentially. Just so he looks, hey, I'm just standing regularly. Oh, come on, don't die. Alright, you wouldn't die. You have... You're invincible. Anyways, let's just put you in place. There we go. Stand. Can you stay still? What? Why is the boat moving? Oh, right. Just gotta relog. There you go. Standing still. Let's go on the outside. Hello there. Looks totally legit. Look at that. Just totally standing there. Hello there. I'd like to buy your stuff, whatever. Looks like a completely regular thing. You can even punch them and they won't move. To you. I don't like you either, Miss Muffet. Yeah. If you come in here, you're like, why is there a boat? And you can break it. No getting by that. I can actually put force field. I can do a... There's another map making trick. I can put the top half of an iron door right here and you won't be allowed in. That's a trick I can do. I realized the way that I can close this guy. If I put the top half of iron doors, surround him in that, and he will not escape. But that's for another day. I'll explain that all next episode, probably. Probably really getting close to the end of the episode, and I really don't want this to go for too long. I've literally been recording for over an hour. And of course I'm going to edit it down a little bit. But anyways, now we're going to make a chest. Another villager, really quickly. This is going to be your first quote-unquote quest. Where emeralds, here we go. And what it's going to be is in this patch of grass, or wheat rather. And then I guess this patch and all the patches. I'm going to have farmers that are quote-unquote farming. I guess I'm going to have to add fence gates for you to get in. They're just going to be standing still. I want these guys to be stagnant as well, just as my other villager there. Just stationary so they don't move. So you can get in via there. They're going to be pretending to farm. All the while, there's going to be wheat spawning around in these places. You run around and pick it up and sell it to them because you're helping them. And that's basically the quest. Pretty cool, huh? Not really a quest, just a way of making money. And it's quite a fast way of making money. So let's put you in your place. There we go. Sorry, 1 stack of wheat for 1 emerald. You're gonna be able to collect wheat quite fast. A stack a minute probably. Maybe. I don't know. I can always adjust it again. Everything can be adjusted per your guys' Guys, is requests. Anyways, I deleted the wheat that I wanted to use. So now I'm just going to throw down the wheat as a spawner. And, of course, I'm going to do a bunch of work off screen. This is going to be the last thing I do today. I'm going to repeat this in other places as well. And then you can see the result next episode. Alright, so I'm just going to throw a piece of wheat, hop back into MC Edit, and make it into a wheat spawner. And here we go. So, this looks so much different. The wheat looks different. Kind of. Actually, not really. But the fences are missing, rather. That is a weird MC Edit thing. And hey, look. The hay bales are some purpley blocks. Silly. Right, guys. So, that is the wheat I threw on the ground. Let me highlight it. Yeah. Just like that. That is most certainly highlighted. So I'm going to click on filters. I'm going to go to create spawners filter. Again, in the, what is it called? Description below. You can find it there. Include position data basically means right where the item is there, it can only be spawned there. Or it'll be spawned from there. If I set a radius to it and stuff, it'll be spawned around there. So I can basically move the spawner all the way over here where you see my mouse. And if you're in there, that area, it'll be spawned there. That's useful for other things. I'll get to that later. For now, we want it not checked. So it actually wouldn't really matter. But anyways, so I'm going to click filter, creates me a spawner. So I'm going to just save that. And that should work. I was actually doing some work on another map a while ago. What are those down there? Oh, my dear. Ha! It's a dungeon. That's cool. Anyways, I was doing work on another map. I was just trying to test out some stuff with custom spawners. And editing them in MC Edit was kind of a little bit buggy. I'm not sure if that's 1.6 or not. Hopefully gets fixed, but doing what I'm about to do might break it. So you can do change spawner properties, description below. This will modify any spawner, so you can change the delay, how fast they spawn, and how many they spawn, their spawn cap, how many entities can be spawned by it at once, the detection range, and the spawn radius. So we're going to be changing every single one of these. Minimum spawn delay. Let's see, I said 64 in about a minute, maybe 2 minutes. So let's say 0 to 200. That's rather fast. Current spawn delay, 121. That's good enough. Spawn count, 1 entity cap. I'm going to go to 16. So yeah, you can't just wait around and let it spawn all 64. You literally have to run around picking the stuff up. Detection range, you have to be around it by, let's say 50 blocks. Spawn radius, let's go back up to that. Let's make it both of them 30. So detection range, you have to be within 30 blocks of this spawner for it to spawn wheat. And then it'll spawn wheat around itself within a 30 block radius. So I'm thinking something like that. Actually, I can literally count it. And 30 is way too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a bunch of these spawners just around here, kind of in a circle. So let's just make the spawn radius 7. Detection range 10. Filter. Save. I really hope that that didn't break my item spawner. It might have broken it because I was using other, as I said, yeah. It's kind of being broken. Hopefully this didn't. So anyways, I'm just going to copy this. Copying it, pasting it might break it. Not entirely sure. So yeah, we're going to have one over here. And I'm just going to nudge it down a little bit. So it's definitely in the ground. Yeah, that's good. So then I'm going to import. And then I'm just going to do that for all these places here. For all these little places. 1, 2. I really hope this is going underground because I don't want you to see the spawner, obviously. Then you'll be like, ha! I see your spawner. That'd be kind of weird. So import. Does it look like you can see it? No, you can't. Okay, good. And then last one right over here is good enough. And I mean, for people that don't watch this map making series, or maybe forget about these spawners, they're really not going to understand why there's wheat all over the ground. Well, they might. They'll just say it's spawners. But they'll also not really know, you know, exactly where the spawners are. So that it's going to appear that there's just wheat everywhere, when really they're only spawning in these sections here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and delete this spawner, because it's not where it should be. Because that one's just floating in the air, and I placed a spawner here. So spawner here. Spawns around here, spawner here, spawns around here, spawner here, spawns around here. Then, of course, I'm going to have here, here, etc. So you can run around and pick wheat wherever you want. Last but not least, this is going to be the reincarnation of Farmer Brown. Filter, again, create shops. Villager Brown, because he's, of course, a farmer. Unusable trade, invincible villager, unlimited trades. Yes. Thank you. And forget about the speed buff. I'm gonna encase him in doors, as I said before. Again, I'll explain it next time. That's a special little trick someone found out. Credits to them, but that'll be in the next episode. And yeah, so let's check out exactly how this works. And there we go. Our Farmer Brown has been running around like crazy. So what do you got? You got some potion effects. That's his invincibility. 64 wheat for 1 emerald. And unusable trade. That's all I want from him. It's just the wheat trade. Let's open this up. Do not escape. You are only allowed to be in here. I could probably have him running around, but I still do want to cage him up. Now, if I fall, no, I'm not going to break the wheat. That's good. So if I just run around here, the kind of fun thing about this is you can't actually see. Oh, it is going to break some of the wheat. That's not cool. You can't exactly see where the wheat is, so it's just kind of like run around, find it. I don't know. Might be really tedious and stupid. Might be kind of fun. So please be working my spawners, and I'll find a piece of wheat very shortly. Oh, right here is where one of them was. There we go. There should be one somewhere around here. See if I can't dig it up. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Okay, so you see the wheat icon, so it's definitely working. You can see it's spawning wheat every single time you see the explosion of fire. It spawns a new piece of wheat. So it definitely should be working. I just haven't found it because I'm a bad finder. Ha! Found a piece. Yep. Oh, found another piece. Oh, found another piece. Cool. Ah, this is fun. Give me pieces. Ooh. Found another piece. Ooh. Oh, another piece. Ah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I just need a little patience. I should probably increase the radius on these spawners just so that, let's say I'm over here, it's still kind of spawning over here, so that when I run over here, there's absolutely nothing. Or there's not absolutely nothing, rather, but still, all that can again be modified. This is just the basic concepts of it. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to end the episode here. Sorry again for the long time since my last episode. Period in between. I did not mean for that to even happen, even in the slightest. But I'm back. I'm gonna be releasing episodes once every week or 2 weeks, hopefully. But of course, with a lot of progress, and hopefully I didn't bore you this episode. I feel like I did. I feel like I ran it for a long time. I do hope you learned something from this first episode, about, you know, custom villagers, and I'll be getting into way more map making techniques and skills and stuff in the later episodes, of course, so look forward to that. But yeah, I do hope you learned something about stuff like that, because it's basically what this series is about. Just about, yeah, making a map and showing you guys some techniques that other map makers use, but don't really, talk about, I guess. Yeah, because, you know, I originally made this series because when I first got into map making, I really wish there was a series like this that I could watch, and because I didn't know anything about these custom spawners and custom villagers and all that stuff. That would have been really useful back in when I started a month ago, or it's not a month ago, a year ago or so. But there wasn't, so I just kind of learned everything on my own, which you can too. But I mean, yeah, this is going to be a lot more easier and fun, and yeah. So I do hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, to support the series and show your appreciation and all that goodness. As always, I'll be reading the comment section below. Bleh. Speak. Comment section below. I'll be reading the comment section below. I'll be replying to you and accepting your ideas and all that good stuff. So please leave those. Please leave your ideas to anything that I asked you to leave your ideas on this episode. And I just want to make this roof better. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next episode. Goodbye.